Welcome back to Pillow Talk in Space. I had a hell of a night. I took my mother out to her belated Mother's Day celebration. Quite frankly, she wasn't ready to go out on Mother's Day. She was actually in a horrible accident. She crashed her car into a light pole, not wearing a seatbelt. Anyways, so we're out at dinner. Naughty Parrot, I believe, not to name drop. They got a parrot, it was cool. Service was horrible. I'm getting into it with the server over her not being there. We needed more drinks. My mother wanted a drink. I wanted a drink. I told my mom, I was like, hey, go buy some drinks at the bar. Because I was buying dinner, I didn't want those drinks on my tab. Then the server comes by and she's like, well, just so you know, if you have a server, you should order drinks through the server, not through the bar. I was like, well, you weren't here for 30 minutes. Our drinks were empty for 15 minutes. She wasn't there for 30 minutes. I was thirsty, sorry. So I said, you weren't here for like 30 minutes. I've been thirsty for 15 minutes. We needed a drink. What do you want us to do? And she didn't take kindly to that. And she's like, yeah. She comes back about, I don't know, 20 minutes later. And she was like, well, I don't know if you guys have ever worked at a restaurant, but we're busy, giving me all of these excuses. I didn't really care. I have worked at a restaurant. We know what the restaurant business is like, so I could care less. I'm not trying to sympathize or empathize with her. I was there at the restaurant. It wasn't that busy. Plain and simple. Where are you? What are you doing? You got to remember, we're in Florida. She's probably smoking crack outside. That might be too far. But she comes back. I turn my head. I didn't like the fact that she caught the attitude with me. So I'm like, hey, ma'am, I'll take the check. We just got our entrees. She was too busy to get us our drink, so I figured, why not? I tipped her $5. Anyways, fuck the Naughty Parrot. But as we're pulling out of the Naughty Parrot, remember, this is where my mother getting in an accident comes into play. She wasn't wearing her seatbelt at the time of the accident, right? She's not wearing a seatbelt in my car either. I didn't know that until I brake checked some asshole flashing his lights behind me, telling me to get over while I'm going 55 miles per hour and 45 miles per hour in the fast lane. It's not even a highway, okay? Just go around me. If you want to go that fast, sorry. We're 2 drinks deep. Just left the Naughty Parrot. And this guy being such a dick. I get over in the next lane. And he passes us. And then after a mile, I pull up behind him, and my mom's like, you should flash your lights at him. Fuck this guy. And I'm like, yeah, you're right, Mom. I flashed my blinkers at him. She was like, oh, you probably shouldn't have done that. And then he brake checks me. I didn't take kindly to that. So at this point, my mom has her seatbelt on. So I'm like, fuck it, I'll rear end this guy. I didn't. Instead, I'm just tailing him because he was tailing me, flashing my lights at him, trying to piss him off. This guy pulls over to the right lane, stops, waits for me to pass him, comes up behind me, follows me, and he's on my ass. He's doing the same thing. We're playing leapfrog of just fucking with each other on the street. Like, how old are we? I'm a grown-ass man. And needless to say, I'm scared as fuck at this point. My mom's scared. She's worrying me. She's like, I'm gonna dial 911. I'm like, Mom, don't do that. I'm a little intoxicated. I had a Miami Vice and a margarita at Naughty Parrot. Shitty service, so I guess they were kind of spaced out. I was fine. I tried to lose him. He was following me. It's time to drive natural at this point. I got a Sentra, he's got a big ass pickup truck. I figured I'd win that battle on the miles per gallon. Like I'm definitely burning money, but he's burning more money. He eventually goes off into the distance and I go to a different bar, hustle some guys in pool, $10. Took his money after about 3 games, only won $10. Yeah, and the guy's like, oh, I thought we said 5. And I'm like, really? You're gonna do that right now? After he was telling me about his kids, like all this stuff, opening it up to me, and then he's trying to talk us out of $5. Go fuck yourself, bud. That being said, good night. Thanks for watching Pillow Talk. We hope you enjoyed the show. Good night.